Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 17 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.7K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promo, especially with FanDuel. They just upped their new customer offer. New users bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets. So take advantage of that. About as good as it gets here. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Huge slate today. 17 games. Starting with 2 double headers. First doubleheader, we've got the Kansas City Royals versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -130. The Royals +115 with the over-under at 9. Royals coming into this matchup 49-43. The Cardinals 48-42. Pitching for the Royals is Alec Marsh with an ERA of 4.57. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 4.0. Marsh, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. Palante, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. The Royals coming off a Colorado win 10-1 yesterday. Cardinals on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a nice Washington series. The Royals, they've had their struggles against St. Louis. 2-6 on the road against St. Louis. 3-8 against St. Louis. So they've really struggled head-to-head here. Marsh hasn't been that great lately. He's given up 5, 1, and 3 runs in his last 3 starts. I think I'm liking the Cardinals in game 1. They're pretty hot right now. 7-3 in their last 10. Royals, just ended a 3-game losing streak. So, they didn't really play that well in that Rockies series. I think game 1, I'm going to take the Cardinals at home. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the St. Louis Cardinals in game 2. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at -155. The Royals +130 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 49-43. The Cardinals 48-42. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA at 3.74. Pitching for the Cardinals is Sonny Gray with an ERA at 3.30. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. He's coming off 3 straight 1-run games. Gray, he's coming off a 5 and 3-run game. I think the Royals have the better pitching in this game here. And I'm liking the Royals in game 2. I do not like doubleheaders. Doubleheaders, I think, are the worst. Because you never know what you're going to get in game 2. You just never know how they're going to play. But I do like Wacha on the mound. So I think I'm going to take a shot with the Royals +1.5 in game 2. Next matchup, we got a doubleheader between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at -160. The White Sox +130 with the over-under at 8. Twins coming into this matchup 52-39. The White Sox 26-67. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA of 4.12. Pitching for the White Sox is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 3.13. Ober, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Minnesota coming off a White Sox win yesterday, 8-6. They're on a 3-game winning streak. White Sox, they've dropped their last 3. Minnesota 9-0 against the White Sox, 5-0 on the road against the White Sox. They've been very good against the White Sox here. Yeah, I'm liking the Twins in game 1. Bailey Ober been very solid here lately. I'll take the Twins on the road in this one. Then the second matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Chicago White Sox. Twins opening up as road favorites at -180. The White Sox +140 with the over-under at 8. Twins coming into this matchup 52-39. The White Sox 26-67. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 5.18. Pitching for the White Sox is Drew Thorpe with an ERA of 3.71. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. For his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Minnesota on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a White Sox win yesterday. You know, obviously the stats are the same. Thorpe been decent for the White Sox here. You know, been pretty good his last 3 starts. Lopez coming off a 6-run game, but his 2 games prior, you know, he gave up 1 run and 0 runs. So he's been good on the mound here, aside from last game. I'm gonna stick with the Twins here, and I'm gonna just take the Twins in both games. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles opening up as home favorites at -175. The Cubs +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 43-49. Baltimore 57-34. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA at 3.16. Pitching for Baltimore is Corbin Burns with an ERA at 2.40. Imanaga coming off a bad stretch. He started the year out amazing, but he's coming off a 3-run game. 3, gave up 10. So 16 runs in his last 3 starts here. Burns been solid, coming off a 2-run game. Cubs on a 2-game winning streak. They just beat Baltimore yesterday 9-2. Nice win for the Cubs. I'd like Baltimore to bounce back today with Burns on the mound. Imanaga's been on a bad struggle. I think they rebound after a disappointing game yesterday. I'll take Baltimore at home today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Detroit Tigers. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -150. Detroit +125 with the over-under at 7.5. Cleveland coming into this matchup 57-33. Detroit 43-49. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA at 3.67. Pitching for the Tigers is Reese Olson with an ERA at 3.22. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Olson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Cleveland coming off a Detroit win yesterday, a very close one, 9-8. Both teams playing very well right now. Both pitchers pitching pretty well here. So we got a tough matchup here, and I don't know. I think Detroit's a good dog today. Kept it super close yesterday, got the cover, had their chances to win too. Yeah, give me Detroit +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -150. Seattle +125 with the over-under at 7.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 50-43. The Padres 49-46. Pitching for Seattle is Bryce Miller with an ERA at 3.84. Pitching for the Padres is Michael King with an ERA at 3.51. Miller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. King, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a Padres win, winning 8-3. Padres, they've dropped their last 3 games here. Seattle 5-1 against the Padres. They've been very good against the Padres. Yeah, Brady Miller coming off 2 good starts on the mound here. King's been solid. I think Seattle's good dogs today, and I'll take Seattle +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the New York Yankees versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over/under at 8. Yankees coming into this matchup 55-38. The Rays 45-46. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA at 3.67. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA at 4.19. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Yankees, bad stretch for the Yankees. They lost to the Rays yesterday 5-3. They're 3-7 in their last 10 right now. Been a bad struggle for the Yankees. Not sure why. They just haven't played well. And yeah, not too confident in the Yankees. They're 4-2. Tampa Bay 4-2 at home against the Yankees. 6-2 at home. They play good at home here. Both pitchers been giving up runs here, so there's really no advantage. I'm gonna take a shot with the home team. With the Yankees struggling, look, they're the better team, but them being a pick'em scenario, they're a pick'em scenario for a reason. They've been playing horrible. Give me the Rays at home. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -140. The Dodgers +120 with the over-under at 9.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 55-37. The Phillies 59-32. Pitching for the Dodgers is Gavin Stone with an ERA at 2.64. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA at 2.87. Stone, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Dodgers on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a 10-1 loss against the Phillies, then a 9-2 loss against the Brewers. So they're coming off 2 brutal games here. 1-4 on the road against the Phillies. Philly 5-2 at home. Stone's been great on the mound for them this season. For the Dodgers, Sanchez been very good too. He's given up 7 runs in his last game, but his other 2 games prior did not allow a run. This one's tough. You got the Dodgers coming off back-to-back beatdowns here. How are they going to respond? They got beat 12-4 last time Gavin Stone was on the mound. Yeah, it makes it just tough to trust the Dodgers. Their last 4 losses have their last 5 losses have been absolute beatdowns by 5 or more runs here. Man, I just don't think I'm in love with the Dodgers today. I just think it's going to be hard to trust them the way they've looked in their losses. I think I got to take the Phillies at home today. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -180. The Rockies +140 with the over-under at 9. Rockies coming into this matchup 32-60. The Reds 44-48. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 6.62. Pitching for the Reds is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.19. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Montas, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Rockies on a 3-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Reds losses, losing 12-6 yesterday. They're 0-8 against the Reds, 0-6 on the road against the Reds here. They've been horrible against Cincinnati. Freeland coming off 2 decent starts, but overall hasn't been that good. Montas been pretty consistent lately, just giving up about 1 to 2 runs here. But with how bad the Rockies have been against the Reds have looked good in this series. I'll take Cincinnati at home. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -185. Oakland +150 with the over-under at 9.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 34-59. Boston 50-40. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 4.74. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.06. Sears, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Oakland on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Boston loss yesterday, 12-9. Boston playing well in the stretch they're on. They're 7-1 in their last 8. Oakland 1-7 on the road against Boston, 3-14 against Boston, where they've been pretty bad here. Both pitchers coming off 0-run games, but they've been giving up runs here. Pavetta's given up 8. Sears, he's given up 11 in his last 3 here. I like Boston, though. They're playing well, especially at home. I'll take the Red Sox in this one. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 200. The Nationals plus 160 with the over-under at 9.5. Nationals coming into this matchup 42-50. The Mets 45-45. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.49. Pitching for the Mets is Luis Severino with an ERA of 4.09. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Severino, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Washington, on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a Mets loss yesterday, 5-7. They're just 1-5 on the road against the Mets, 2-6 against the Mets here, so they haven't been that good against the Mets. Severino coming off 2 bad starts on the mound, but he's had good starts this year. Corbin, 1-8 on the mound, been horrible, giving up 3 runs. He just gives up a lot of runs. That's just what Patrick Corbin does here. And I think I got to take the Mets at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 250. The Marlins plus 200 with the over-under at 8. Marlins coming into this matchup 32-59. Houston 47-44. Pitching for the Marlins is Brian Hoeing with an ERA of 1.99. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 4.14. Hoeing, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Miami, coming off a Houston loss yesterday, 4-3. Houston playing well. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Miami just 1-4 against Houston, where they've had their struggles. Houston 7-0 at home here. They've been very good at home. Hoeing's only pitched the 1 matchup here, so don't really be fooled by the ERA. He looked good in his only start, only pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run. Yeah, I like the Astros here. They've been just dominant at home. Valdez, been good, coming off 2 not so great starts here, but we know he can have good starts on the mound here. I think I'm going to roll with the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at minus 160. Pirates plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 44-47. The Brewers 53-39. Pitching for the Pirates is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.72. Pitching for the Brewers is Tobias Myers with an ERA of 3.52. Perez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Myers, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pittsburgh on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a beatdown yesterday against Milwaukee. They beat them down 12-2. Nice underdog win for the Pirates. Brewers 1-4 in their last 5. Tough little stretch for them. Pittsburgh, they are just 2-4 against Milwaukee. 4-8 on the road against the Brewers here. So they've struggled against Milwaukee. Milwaukee, though, they are 14-4 at home, so they do play well at home. Myers coming off 2 not so great starts, giving up 4 and 3 runs here. I expect a big Pirates bounce back. Coming off a bad beat down here. I think they're going to respond well today. And we saw the Pirates in that Mets series. They had a game they won 14-2 and then dropped their next 2. So I'll take a Brewers with a bounce back at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Rangers opening up as road favorites at minus 140. Angels plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Rangers coming into this matchup 44-48. The Angels 37-54. Pitching for the Rangers is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 3.21. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 4.96. Lorenzen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Rangers, they're on a 5-game winning streak. Back-to-back wins against the Angels here. They've been playing very well. Angels 2-8 in their last 10. It's been a bad stretch for the Angels. Rangers 4-2 against the Angels. 6-1 on the road against the Angels, where they've been very good. Lorenzen coming off a very good start on the mound, gaining back-to-back 4-run games here. I got to take the team playing better, and I'll take the Rangers on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Braves opening up as road favorites at -130. Arizona +115 with the over-under at 9. Braves coming into this matchup 51-39. Arizona 45-47. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 3.96. Pitching for the D-backs is Slade Sassoni with an ERA of 6.10. Morton, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Sassoni, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Braves on a 4-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Arizona wins. Look good in this series so far. They're 6-0 against Arizona, 5-1 on the road against Arizona here, so they've been very good against them. Despite all the injuries for Atlanta, they're still playing well. Sassoni, he coming off a 5 and 3 run game, hasn't been that great on the mound for Atlanta this season here, and I like the way the Braves are playing. They've been very good against Arizona, and I'm gonna take the Braves on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -160. Toronto +125 with the over-under at 7. Toronto coming into this matchup 41-50. The Giants 45-47. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 3.43. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.09. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Webb, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Toronto coming off a Giants loss yesterday, 4-3. Toronto, they are just 3-6 against the Giants. Haven't been that well against the Giants here. Logan Webb, really hasn't been that great on the mound. He's been giving up runs every game here. I don't know. I'm not in love with the Giants today. It was a close game yesterday. I really don't like Logan Webb on the mound. It's been a struggle for him this season. I think I'm going to take the Blue Jays +1.5 on the road. I think it's a winnable game for them. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.